Good times and great music at 2NURFM 103.7. There are a ton of great community organisations doing some of the good work here in the Hunter. One of those is about to fire up with a couple of new locations. Their first one kicks off on Monday the 24th of April, and they'll meet Mondays from 6 to 8 at the Community Hub at Gillieston Heights. There we're discussing dads in distress. And Mayor of Maitland, Philip Penfold, who had a long-standing relationship with the organisation, talks to us at the moment about that. Philip, thank you so much for your time. A big lover of the Maitland area, and it'll be great to have an organisation as this firmly planted there as well. Why do you think is it that when we have these types of discussions, fellas always seem to not quite be in the mix enough in terms of support organisations, or is that just me thinking they're not?
Good morning, Mark. No, I think there's reality to that comment. Look, men, to be honest, in my opinion, hesitate to put their hand up and say they need some help. Women are very good at supporting each other, and that's fantastic, but we need to make sure that men know that they're provided for as well. So, in addition to establishing in Maitland in a couple of weeks, we already have a group that operates at Charlestown Library and at Gosford there at Narara. So, we're looking to make sure that we're providing for men that are going through separation, the grief of that difficulty, and not having their kids in their day-to-day lives.
With these types of issues that are obviously canvassed at dads in distress there, Phil, how tough, from the different guys that you speak to over the years, how tough do men generally take it when it comes to these issues? Is it a case of, well, we're guys, we have to front up and man up and be sort of all smiles on the outside, but really there's a lot of hurt going on, or are we more now open to the realities of what's going on?
Oh, mate, look, it's very difficult. Look, we offer a peer support group, a safe space for men just to come and speak of how they're feeling. But, primarily, to be honest, we exist for the purpose of suicide prevention. Family breakdown is a primary cause of suicide, sadly, for men. And the statistics are horrendous. So, men are broken through separation. And look, our parent organisation, Parents Beyond Breakup, exists to provide support to women and grandparents as well going through the same grief. But these men's group exists for the purpose of those guys to sit and to share each other's experiences and to provide support to one another. And I find it very important. I see a lot of emotion come out from some guys, but a lot of guys will just sit back and take it in and learn from each other as to how they've dealt with the grief of that separation.
So I'm picking up there's generally two types of fellas that turn up, and both are equally correct in their own lived experience. One group that actually are looking for somewhere, an outlet to, like you said, be emotional and tell their story, which is fine, that's going to help them. The others are like, I'm just happy to know that there are others going through similar circumstances than I am. I'm not alone, and it's not something that's unique to me. Again, both experiences very real and both very valid. Exactly,
and look, often it's both. A man needs to vent and get off their chest how they're feeling, and they need to learn from each other about how they've coped with the circumstance. And look, some men just come to provide that support. Some men have come because they've been there, they're now feeling in a better place, and they're in a position to be able to provide the support to those men. So, that's why we have presently these three groups that meet at 6 o'clock on a weeknight. People can come in face-to-face. They're typically small gatherings, and we just allow them a safe space to share their feelings, explain how they're going, and to share in the experience of each other.
All right, so as we mentioned, the opening for the Maitland branch of Dads in Distress, it'll be Monday the 24th. So what are we looking at there? That's just shy of 2 weeks from here, and then every Monday 6 to 8 at the Community Hub at Gillieston Heights right there at Redwood Drive. Again, Phil, great to see the organisation will be flourishing. Like you said, there are already a couple of other branches in other parts of the Hunter and the Central Coast as well. So Dads in Distress, Monday the 24th of April.